I don't know how to describe what we just saw. I don't know how. And I'm looking at everyone around him. Joe Biden just stands out. He's continuously smiling. His movements are sporadic, weird, not normal. It just looks strange. I don't want to say robotic because I'm not trying to influence you guys, but it looks strange. Now, this one right here is somewhat hard to explain, okay? This was years ago when Joe Biden, someone was recording him. You're about to see how his neck just looks fake. There's no other way to put it, but it looks very, very fake. It doesn't even resemble the neck of an older individual. It just looks fake.
Guy who was very, very
Oh my gosh, that's a mask.
African American when he shot.
Holy cow.
He always had fights.
I don't know too many elderly people whose skin can sit like that. And this is just being honest, okay? I'm not trying to exaggerate or anything like that. That looks creepy. Usually when you do that to your skin, even if you're older, it falls back. It can move more because it's more stretchy, right? But it falls back instantaneously. And his stays there for quite some time. That's weird.
African American when he shot.
Holy cow.
He always had fights.
Let me read to you guys real quick. This was in the Epstein files from what many people are saying, and that it was removed from the Epstein files ever since it started to trend. Now, somebody could say, hey, why would they remove it from the Epstein files, right? That would be unethical to try to hide something ever since it started to blow up. And then you can also say in that same sentence, why is there an Epstein file, right? Why was there an Epstein file in the first place? Because there was some evil things happening. So it would not be unethical for evil people to deceive people by hiding something that is starting to trend. Okay, just want to put that out there. This says that it says Biden is not your current president. The mask malfunctions on Biden are getting worse each day. On purpose, this will end badly for redacted name who is posing with a clone on Facebook. The dude playing Biden ain't Biden. Real Biden was an evil, sick man who, including, I can't read it because of YouTube. That's an actor with a mask. We've been over this 1,000 times. It's never going to change. Biden passed away. That's what they're saying. They're saying that this Biden is not the actual Biden. Now, there's a lot of people. I could show you this. There's a lot of people that say that they read this in their own, they read this themselves and that they seen the file and it was inside of the files online, but now it's since been taken away. Because there's also people saying, I can't find the file. And they're saying, well, you can't find it because they took it away. Now, like I said, why would they take it away? Because for them, it's not wrong to continue to deceive people when you're already doing evil things. Okay, now, if you're asking me what I believe, then I'm going to tell you that I'm not 100% sure that he's a robot, but I am not confident that he's the real Joe Biden. I'm just not, okay? And I think that it would make more sense that this person could be wearing a mask. And I believe that because I did a video about a woman who was in the CIA who talked about masks that they made with Hollywood, but they got it to a point where it was indistinguishable from a regular face once put on, and that this mask can be put on in seconds. And it had to be done like that so that CIA operatives would be able to do their job without the fear of the mask not working. So they created this super mask that they can put on in seconds and you cannot tell the difference. So much so that the woman that talked about this, which is now declassified information, she showed us how she wore this mask in the White House. He could not tell the difference between the mask. Okay, that's how good this thing was. Let me show you this clip speaking about this, and then we can look more into this real quick.
They know how to make faces that look like real people. There was a couple in the CIA. The husband is not with us anymore, but I met the wife, Jonah Mendez. She showed pictures of herself as a black male. And that face can be put on in a couple of minutes, and it's indistinguishable from a human face. Now, what you would focus on now is two things. Gait, that's very difficult to change, and footwear. Everything else, what you wear, that you can change it real quick, but shoes, people forget about that.
Advanced. The other extreme is advanced disguise that you would use for up close and personal for an extended period of time, where the person you were talking to would have no idea that you were not in true face. One of the things that was going on when I was chief of disguise was an enormous research program into the new advanced disguise system. It was basically the masks that everybody always wondered if we used masks, and this was the beginning. This is a series of photographs of when I met George H.W. Bush in the Oval Office and revealed to him that I was briefing him wearing a mask. When you go to disguise a person, the general idea is that you're going to meet with someone in this disguise, and they're going to write a memo of the person that they just met with. We want every item in that memo that describes you to be wrong.
How lifelike realistic are the masks? If you were in the room with this person wearing the mask, would you notice that it's a mask?
You would not notice unless you told a really hysterical joke and the person couldn't laugh hysterically. It had limits. It could smile, couldn't laugh hysterically. I wore those masks in a couple of pretty tight situations, and no one knew until I announced it.
Jonna, is it right that you wore that in front of George H.W. Bush, and could he tell?
I did wear it. Brent Scowcroft was in the room, Bob Gates, John Sununu. No one else had any idea until I took it off.
No idea. I had no idea.
So you did it just to show them that this was possible, is that right?
Absolutely. I wanted the president to see that.
If we look at it, even in this photo, it looks pretty good. I know that it's not 4K, but from looking at it like this, you can't tell that it's a mask. It looks very real. And this was a while ago. Now, I do want to mention in the comment section, somebody said the fact that they are declassifying this information means that they've got something much better, or else the CIA wouldn't want people knowing about this. So that's something right there. What else? How better are these new masks? How better is the new technology? If we see robots being able to walk and stumble on things and still keep balance, where are we at now when it comes to deception?
We had taken disguise to a really dramatically new level.
Did you take one home as a souvenir? Are you in that? Is that you? Are you in there? Is that you in the mask?
This is just me. And in the image, yeah, that's me. Taken off my head.
What?
And John Sununu had not been listening. He'd been working on his own notes. So he just glanced up when I did that, and he let out this funny little noise, like not a shriek, somewhere between a shriek and a squeak.
Because I had no intention of running again. I just lost part of my soul. But I ran with a deep conviction. In America, I know and believe in an America where honesty, dignity, decency still matter. An America where everyone has a fair shot and hate has no safe harbor.
Give us a sense of when you think that ceasefire will start, sir?
Well, I hope by the beginning of the weekend. I mean, the end of the weekend. At least my national security advisor tells me that we're close.
I'm just looking at the skin, and it looks off. I don't know. Am I looking into this too much? It looks like paper mache. The skin does not look normal unless there's a lot of makeup on him. This looks a little weird, man. It just looks, to me, it looks very masky. Looks weird.
We're close. We're not done yet. And my hope is by next Monday, we'll have a ceasefire.
Okay, thank you. Can you give us a sense of when you think that ceasefire will start, sir?
Well, I hope by the beginning of the weekend. I mean, the end of the weekend. At least my national security advisor tells me that we're close. We're close. We're not done yet. And my hope is by next Monday, we'll have a ceasefire.
Okay, thank you.
If you don't know Jesus Christ, I think you should know who he is. Okay. He's the only one that can save your soul. He said, do not fear the one that can take the body, right? That can destroy the body, but fear the one that can destroy the body and the spirit. Okay. So the one that is completely in control of everything, even though we are living in a time of pure chaos, is God. All right. So you can't put your trust in individuals, governments, nobody else but God, especially in this point right now where there's so much deception happening in the world. I want to know how y'all feel. Okay. Let me know in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. My name's Aaron Page. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.